Hi, my name's Tom Iselin. Welcome to First Things First, the show where you learn how to build a thriving nonprofit and live inspired. Today, I want to talk to you about last-minute holiday giving, getting your donors inspired during these last 30 days. It is crazy and mayhem out there. I just went to the mall and it was nuts. Here it is Tuesday, and I had to park almost a half a mile away. I kid you not. It was absolute craziness. But it was still fun. I saw Santa and did some shopping, and it was well worth the time and the wait. The December month is when most giving is made. So we want to get our donors inspired in these last 30 days if we haven't already done so. And what can we do to get them to open up their checkbooks and write us a check, especially those donors who have not yet made a gift? All right, so what I want to do is talk with you about 3 different areas where you can get that last minute gift. Number 1 is from your major donors. When we're talking about that, number 2 is from the mid-level donors, and number 3 is from the smaller donors. Let's start with those major donors, the donors that make up probably 80% of our giving. All right, so most of the time, major donors have already made a gift, but at the last minute, here in the last 30 days, you can inspire donors because many of these major donors still have money to give. They give out of their income or they give out of a trust, and they know how much money they can give every year, and they still may have some left. So to do that, one of the things that's most effective is set up some type of sponsorship. All right, now what you want to do here is you want to give them a call first. And whether you get them on their phone or not, is let them know that you have a sponsorship opportunity coming their way. And these sponsorship opportunities should be something of size. Like, when I ran Higher Ground, we had these snow sports camps and these water sports camps for wounded veterans, and they cost $50,000 each to sponsor and put on. And what we would do is try to, at the end of the year, is sell out either at $20,000 or $10,000 or even sometimes $50,000 to sponsor all or part of one of those camps. So here's the process. You make a phone call, you thank the donor for their gifts that they've made throughout the year and validate them for the work they've done as a volunteer or even just for the gifts they've made. Then you want to let them know that you're going to be sending them a sponsorship of some type in the mail. And then after they've received it, and you have, within a day or two, is follow up again to answer questions. It's that simple. Now, the key on the content is you want the messaging simple. And you want the images to be compelling. That is so important. And to have some kind of urgency, meaning maybe by Christmas Day or by the New Year Day that you're trying to raise this amount of money or fulfill these types of sponsorships, okay? So there you have it. You make a call, you let them know that you're sending them a sponsorship, you have a very simple messaging, compelling images, and then at the end, you're going to follow up, okay? A sense of urgency about the time that you have to make your gift. Now that's it for the major donors. Now, for your mid-level donors, you're going to do the same kind of thing. You're going to make a phone call. Thank them for their gifts or their time that they spent volunteering, and then you're going to say you're going to send them something, but this is going to be your wish list items. Wish list items, these are smaller things like between maybe $100 and $2,000, whether it's a new printer you need or some toner or to pay your utility bills or something that's simple, some maybe equipment for your programming, but something that's simple and affordable that your mid-level donors can reach out and go deep and afford, okay? And it also creates this connection because now they can say, hey, I own something, right? They have some ownership to it. I bought a printer for the organization. And then, so you send out the wish list and then again follow up. Now, this is a great opportunity for board members and other volunteers to make phone calls. So you go to those mid-level donors. Again, keep the messaging simple. Have the images compelling and have a sense of urgency. You're trying to raise this amount of money by this time period, okay? And then last, for your smaller donors, all right, these little, maybe the donors who give under $200 or under $100, is send them something simple, a way for them, kind of like, think of it a giving ladder, an opportunity for them to give at a new level. Maybe it's $10 a month versus $10 a year. or $19 a month, or some way, or just a $25 gift, or a $50 gift. This would go through in an email, something very simple, right? So not a lot of text. One of the biggest mistakes that nonprofits make at this time of year is overwhelming the donors with too much text, too much copy. You don't want to do that. Keep it simple. They already love you. You just want to create the sense of urgency and do the ask simply. Make it clean. Even on a full-size sheet of paper, you might only use maybe a fifth of it at the most. You don't have to go around talking about your programming and all the things you've done and all the accomplishments. That should have been done a long time ago. In this time of year, keep it simple. Make that messaging compelling with great images, and you'll be all set. That's what's going to work. So again, for those major donors, make that phone call, send them some type of sponsorship with some sense of urgency. And for your mid-level donors, make it easy for them as well. Make a phone call, send them a wish list, create a sense of urgency, and then follow up with another call to make sure they receive the information, and if they have any questions, you can answer. And last, for your smaller donors, send them a simple email with one or two things that they can look at simply and quickly, like give $50 or give $10 a month with a couple of great images from your programming, and boom, just allow the images to do the selling. It can be that simple. Again, I cannot stress enough. Donors are overwhelmed. Just look at your own email box. You're overwhelmed with information. They love you already. Just create something simple and compelling with a sense of urgency, and you will get those last-minute gifts. All right? So there you have it. I just want to encourage you to keep fueling your passion and giving back, because the world needs more people like you to make the world a better place. I'll talk to you soon. Happy holidays.